Effective and efficient roads network play a very crucial role in the development of nations and societies globally. Besides the enhancement of socio-economic interaction and integration, good road network can reduce cost and comparative distances between trading partners, thereby increasing trade effectiveness and maximizing returns on existing investment and production. Given the important role roads play in a growing economy, it is therefore not surprising that Governor IFEANYI OKOWA of Delta State is committing huge state resources in building new roads and rehabilitating older ones.
What we've done in the development of infrastructure with several road projects awarded and several of those road projects concluded, and some are still ongoing, both in the upland and the riverine parts of the community, which is very expensive to have road infrastructure.
It is worthy of mention that since May 29, 2015 till date, the OKOWA-led administration has awarded over 165 road projects with combined distance of 776.5 kilometers. Progressively, no fewer than 70 of the roads with a total mileage of 283 kilometers have been completed and commissioned across the 25 local government areas of the state, even as many of the roads are complemented with well-paved line drainage.
Today, you see that we are doing road projects in urban areas, in riverine areas, in rural areas. For the first time, we are constructing roads in the riverine part of Delta State. If you go to Gidigbe, if you go to Gulaha, roads are being constructed. If you go to Patani, roads are being constructed. If you go to Bomadi, these are the riverine parts of Delta State.
Part of these 165 roads crisscross the riverine communities deep into the bowels of the Atlantic Ocean. Unfortunately, these areas have over the years suffered infrastructure deficit, as the difficult terrains, which come with very high project costs, have often hindered development.
The riverine areas, the terrain there is quite different from what you have upland. And so the approach to road construction is also different. Now we've decided that roads that we are going to construct in the riverine area, especially those ones that are close to the Atlantic Ocean, we are going to introduce what is called rigid concrete pavements. And that's exactly what we have done at Okoko, the 1.5 kilometers that is almost completed. We're also going to introduce that at Opuraza Township Roads, which of course has also been awarded. That's what we are going to do also at Ogidigbe.
With a deep sense of patriotism and commitment to make a difference, Governor OKOWA subdued the fears of high project costs and declared that living in the riverine or coastal community is not a death sentence.
Especially in the area of road construction. Look at what is happening in Asaba, in the state capital, the drainage, the airport. Every day I go on my knees to say, God, you have begun. Whatever you start, you are able to finish. But my prayer for him is that every project he has laid his hands to start, God will accomplish. There will be no uncompleted project in our time.
Recently, the Smart Delta Media team traversed the creeks, meandering through tributaries of the River Niger and navigating through many estuaries that empty into the Atlantic Ocean, all with a view to capturing the sights and sounds of the imprint of Governor OKOWA in the geographically cool but swampy terrain of the creeks of Delta State. For instance, in Okerenkoko, Baramato Kingdom, the 1.5 kilometer concrete main axial road is nearing completion. This is in addition to the newly awarded internal roads also under construction.
Yeah, the main axial road, the total length is a 1.5 kilometer road, and we have walked up to 1 kilometer 350 meters already. 6 weeks, I think this road will be 100% completed.
So our project is the construction of a 2.5-kilometer road inside Okorokeko's township.
Development is rapid in this area, especially in this present administration, because right now we have a road going on, a major one going on, and there is another one connecting, the internal one connecting. And I think that is good for the people of the community, because it's something that we've not seen before. It's something that we only hear from the upland.
From Okrenkoko, the journey continued to Obotobo 1 in Ogula Kingdom. We noticed that lots of other facilities dot the landscape. The Ogula Internal Road is actually a 19.7-kilometer road cutting across 5 communities of Obotobo 1 and 2, Sokebolo, and Yokri.
This is the best thing that has happened to us as far as Delta State is concerned. From 1999 till date, successive governments, we have not had any state government presence in Ogula Kingdom as far as I know. This is the best thing that has happened to us, and we are very grateful. This is going to increase our small and medium-scale businesses.
The rays of the rising sun in the road sector in Okrenkoko and Ogula is also beaming its positive effect into Burutu internal roads, where the tidal waves of the Atlantic Ocean hold sway. The terrain is waterlogged with very difficult conditions. The regular roads construction method will be futile to deploy in this very difficult terrain, but driven by a deep sense of patriotism to halt the many years of neglect, Governor OKOWA adopted the very expensive concrete slab in building the internal roads.
Since the creation of this local government, I think this is the first time a road of this magnitude has been brought to the Zone people. So I want to thank OKOWA first for that.
The zeal with which the OKOWA-led government is working to develop Okrenkoko is the same energy deployed at Oproza, Ogiribe, Ode-Ishekiri, Patani, Bomodi, and other places. In Oproza, though the people want more, they are content at the moment with the ongoing work on the 1.5-kilometer Palace Road.
We're so very, very glad with the Senator Dr. IFEANYI OKOWA, who have taken this time, have made this 1.5-kilometer road awarded to the traditional headquarters of Brahmato Kingdom. We also appeal to the government for an extension of minimum 5-kilometer road, and the kingdom will also be happy.
Ogidigbe has not been left out in the scheme of things. We couldn't access it by sea on account of dangerous tidal waves, so the smart Delta Media team made a detour by boat to Madango community, from where they chartered motorbikes to travel to the serene Ogidigbe community. On arrival, we saw the ongoing 2.1-kilometer Ogidigbe, Aja-Korobo Seashore Road.
Economically, it's going to really help the people of Ogidigbe very well, because this place, this road that has been constructed, it can give us a shortcut to the market square, the school premises, and we'll be able to access the Urubu community, which is the seashore, by bike or any vehicle in terms of business, buying and selling and all that.
Admittedly though, some of these rides can be very bumpy, but it's part of the occupational hazards we go through sometimes to bring you real stories, real people. Our trip today to Oporoza, Okrenkoko and Ogidigbe has further given us an insight into the efforts of the government to bring development to the doorsteps of the people living deep into the heart of the Atlantic Ocean.
Indeed, just like in other places, it is a case of real projects, real people, and real stories, as the government has pumped a new lease of life into the Owodokpoko Road in Kiagodo. The rays of the rising sun beaming on the other coastal communities is also shining brightly on Ode-Ishekiri in Warri South. Ode-Ishekiri is a small island community made up of 3 quarters of Irigbo, Ogbe, and Oruke. Here we discovered one of the most beautiful network of internally built roads.
We all know that road is one of the major means of developing a community. And we all know that if this road is completed, mostly the bridge, it will not help only Ode Shekiri, but all the communities within the environment.
In the center of Warri, there are roads such as Otieri, MPA Bypass, and Esisi roads that now signpost Governor OKOWA's transformative efforts. Meanwhile, in Uwie axis, the dualization of Efrun, Osubi, Jedo, Ugoton Road is still ongoing.
But now we get an arena, you can't be cha. Okay, now motor na bit to buy stone stress berona.
As in other places, the people of Patani are beaming with smiles when they remember the completed Udovori Road. In addition, the government has just awarded a contract for the construction of the almost 17-kilometer Boluangiama Road, which terminates at Amatebe community. Meanwhile, they are basking in the euphoria of the internal road by the sea currently ongoing.
My people are particularly happy with the governor because 2016 he was able to embark on project monitoring visits, inspection visits to Dowori, where he built a road. That road was commissioned last year, 2017, and the reasphalting of Patani, Kabowi Road in Patani was also awarded and commissioned last year, 2017.
Yeah, coming to the site, we saw that the terrain is a very difficult terrain. What we had to do, we had to do a cutaway. We had to cut away the topsoil so we can have a good base before doing our drainage, before our soil test, and now we are filling. After filling, we'll do our stone base before we can cast.
Because if not for this road, I'm not sure say the market will be standard place. Because initially, if you go there, the market just dey scatter. But this road can't make everything there in order. If you even enter the town as they follow the town, everybody they praise the government, OKOWA, say don't try. So I believe say if you do more, the town will develop.
At Bomodi, Smart Delta Media team met a group of happy community youths who were eager to talk to us, as they have been hired as skilled and unskilled labor force to work with contractors in the ongoing construction of reinforced concrete pavement at Zion Road.
This work is the most beautiful work I've seen in Bomodi, and I also think this work will help the neighboring town in this place so we can drive very safely, no problem, no water will disturb our houses because there are gutters, so we are very thankful to this road.
I'm seeing you and I'm going to pay. Warm it, don't want to pay. Warm, but
the Ozora Ole Road is now a sight to behold as Governor OKOWA has left his bold footprints on the road. In Ole Township, Isoko South Local Government Area, many internal roads are now wearing new tar. Notable among them is Amawa Layout, complete with street light. The urban renewal drive of the OKOWA-led government has also triggered the rehabilitation of a 10-kilometer Aviera, Araya, Okpare Road and reconstruction of Okbawa Road. Also of interest is the old Emede Olomoro Junction. While a good number of these roads link communities within one local government area, some others connect two or more local government areas.
We thank God for our governor when he remember this road when he do it. Truth will be say, normally where would they use this road every day in accident? Wahala day, we not feel the manager like that because they would pass through runabout the grass about. But it's a pleasure now. The road is very sweet to drive.
Ederena very oji yoma. I guess I read machine and motor there. Yes, a job, my red driver, take for far there, Fikino, Edereno Yoma. But upon an Edereno is easy or very smooth, where the average where so there no residence. So my golone government ogbero ma me wa di na na so that minor mari yogbe na ma besa benefit in government is.
The OKOWA-led administration's Midas touch is also being felt in central senatorial districts, from Ughelli North and South, Udu to Uwie, and from Okbe down to Sapele, and dovetailing into Ethiopia East and West. It is a harvest of roads, and roads.
If that OKOWA can do more, that can do other street inside the Okbe play, the play will look very nice. But for this OKOWA, we tried to do this road, because this road is very rough before, very rough from the other street and to the other one, that side. So the road is very rough. So by the time they finish this road, everybody Okada can run very freely, move very freely, motor can move very freely now. So we are very happy now to see the road like this.
Veering into Ughelli, there is the ongoing expansion and maintenance of Ughelli Agbara Road, among several others that have been rehabilitated. Work on the dualization of Section A of Ughelli Asaba Road is ongoing, as well as the widening and reconstruction of Owelobo Road in Isoko North. The OKOWA administration has also awarded contract for the rehabilitation and resealing of the 25.6 kilometer Otu Jeremy Okwagbe Road in Ughelli South, just as appreciable progress has also been made in the rehabilitation and asphalt overlay of the 12 kilometer Ekranwell Orakbo Isiokolo Road in Ughelli North and Ethiopia East local government areas. Following closely is the Afiesiri Ufoma Road.
This road, Your Excellency, was awarded on the 31st of March 2017. At the point of award, this road was severely degraded. That makes it almost impossible to drive through from this end we are now to the east-west road. Your Excellency, this road is fully completed and is ready for commissioning.
I want to reassure the people of Ethiopia East that we will continue to partner with them and to gradually bring development that will enable our communities take a new facelift. I thank you for your cooperation and may God bless you.
The road is very bad before, but our smart governor did it for us. Perfect. Now if we are going, our car will be smooth. From here straight to Ughelli Junction.
Actually, the road is bad in those days, but now OKOWA try for us.
In the name of the Son and the name of the Holy Spirit.
In Okbek Kingdom, for instance, Ejire and Oroje streets are wearing new looks, boosting economic activities in the area, as it was previously impassable. Likewise, Okuvo and Pokori people are excited as Iriama Junction is fully completed, thus adding beauty to the area. The Orojo of Okbek Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Orue I, is pleased with government's drive in providing access roads in his kingdom. As he said, they are mostly an agrarian people.
Roads are very important in any community that is developing, because apart from the oil, which is the mainstay of this country, the next important thing is farming. And when people farm, they produce farm produce, they will need to take them to places where they can sell those products.
In Sapele local government area, it is roads galore. The construction of the ongoing Edegberode Elume Road is making appreciable progress. This is without prejudice to the rehabilitation of Adeola and completed Ogaga roads. Joyce Overa Road has not been left out. The dualization of Sapele Road from Amukwe roundabout is welcoming. This is without prejudice to many other roads in the area that are at various stages of construction.
Atupo Yibo you try for the Ogaga Road, because I will say not be Atupo Yibo, I will say not be Yibo for not the pass of Ogaga Road, because Ogaga is very rough before. Only the gallop water, Poto will not be the passer. You will do if you will drive at 3 times before you reach us, your body don't break. But now what you both do, so everywhere they good, they smoothly. If you they pass out, your body not got the player again. Because they very well. I draw strong. So I people you both try. We would to our governor say try.
In Ethiopia East, facts on ground are no different from positive developments in other sister local government areas. While the Ukrekbo-Samagidi Road project, which is about the biggest road project in the local government area, is still ongoing, the Ikarawe-Orakbe-Isokolo roads as well as Abraka Township roads Phase 1 are already being put to use. At the moment, many projects are ongoing in Ethiopia West, but the rehabilitation of Ogara-Otefe Road stands out as it offers a huge relief to commuters plying the road. It is heartwarming that echoes of rebranded roads infrastructure in the South and Central Senatorial Districts, which is impacting lives positively, is also reverberating in the North Senatorial District.
Welcome to Delta State, the big heart. Come, live, invest, and explore the potentials of our Delta.
For instance, the aesthetic status of Asaba, the state capital, is gradually changing for the better, as no fewer than 18 roads have been transformed. Okbanam Road, a major road in the city that has been ravaged by flood over the years, is receiving attention. It is undergoing reconstruction with special emphasis on the drainage system to evacuate stormwater that has been its challenge for a long time.
You know, say when we do campaign, we dey waka go everywhere. And I know say if I say they abandon Una for this side. That mean I know say people live for here plenty.
Yeah. My brother.
I make me talk say as we come government, me with my deputy. We come talk say like here. This is the first project, growth project when we award for Delta State.
It is worthy of note that the state government has paid very close attention to some of the star road projects under construction, which include, but not limited to, dualization of Oweke-Owalera Road, dualization of traffic light cable point road Asaba, and Alisime-Ozanogogo Road. Also very significant are the Ejeme-Anyogo, Nsukwa and Ogwashuku Ubuluna roads. In the Umunede axis come encouraging stories on the strength of the construction of Otoloko Road, where those who own businesses along it, like Anoye Christopher and Peter Edogame, are now heaving a sigh of relief that their businesses will pick up once again.
Umunede Road is very, very bad. They are working on it since.
I believe at the end of this project, all of us will benefit from it, and we will not suffer at all again.
Stephen Okowowa streets in Owa and some others in Abavo and Abo have been transformed. Also, roads in Owalidima in Ika Northeast are beginning to wear new looks. Roads in Ndokwa West and Ukwani local government areas are receiving equal attention from the state government. A number of them have been refurbished, thus making movement from one community to another a lot easier and pleasurable. It is also worthy of note that the government has embarked on urban renewal by working on several roads in key towns and cities across the state. In this regard, a number of roads have been maintained, rehabilitated, and reconstructed. These include construction of 7.71 meters First Iyatu Street in Kwale and construction of Nzebo Street as well as Nigerian Immigration Road, Ibuzo. The Asaba International Airport runway, which led to the downgrading of the airport due to its undulating nature, is receiving the right attention. Completion of the reconstruction of the runway suffered severe setback, largely due to the lack of capacity of the previous contractor. Today, the decision of Governor OKOWA-led administration to re-award the airport upgrade to a more competent company is paying off.
By God's grace, I think everything is on course, and we're definitely very happy with what is going on. We believe that in another 4 months, it will be a new story for the Asaba Airport.
Going forward, Deltans can only look in the direction of a transformed state that can boast of world-class infrastructures that will give more meaning to their lives.